Okay, great, nice. We almost have everyone. More than 16 participants. We're actually 16 participants. Thank you so much. طيب السلام عليكم. في الحقيقة احنا هنبدأ نتكلم انجلش لأن احنا معانا مالتي ناشوناليتيز من دول مختلفة. فمحتاجين ان احنا نقول السيشن بالانجلش، ولو في اي حد محتاج اي سبورت او اي مساعده في الانجليش، او محتاج ان هو يسال على حاجه بالعربي او يعرف معناها بالعربي، اهلا وسهلا. احنا هنبدا البرزنتيشن مجموعه من السلايدز، هنتكلم على الاكاديميه التدريب، وبعد كده هنشوف مع بعض الانترفيس بتاع برنامج PVSOL. Again, welcome everyone, and my name is Ragi Ramadan, and I am the founder and CEO of the Green Energy Academy. And I will be taking you today in like a tour to know about our academy, the Green Energy Academy, and our upcoming online training, designing and simulation of grid-connected PV systems using the software PVSOL Premium 2020. We are running this info session in English because we have multi-nationalities. And again, if you feel that you need some kind of translations into Arabic or something, please don't hesitate to ask me. We'll start with an introduction about the academy. Then we will go into the details of the upcoming training, which is the PVSOL Premium, that will start on the 18th of September and end on the 22nd of September. After that, we will have like a dive, or we'll have a close look at the software PVSOL Premium 2020, in which we will use it to make the design and simulation of the grid-connected PV systems. So now we are 20 participants. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome everyone, and let's start. I believe now you can see my screen, right? So this is going to be our presentation for today. Okay, the Green Energy Academy is about empowering lives in order to ultimately or eventually mitigate climate change. Empowering lives means that we carry, or we do the mission of learning and educating people about the field of renewable energy and sustainable technology, so they will have better career lives, improve their skills, do renewable energy projects in the future, and this will lead to mitigate the climate change. The second slide, I hope that everyone can see my slide. Please, if you don't see, I know that you can hear me. If you don't see my slide, just write me in the chat that you can't see my slide. Why we created the Green Energy Academy? Why we had the Green Energy Academy years ago? As we know, that we have something called the greenhouse gases. And if you look into this diagram, you will see that 60% of the greenhouse gases are coming because of the energy production, while only 40% is coming from other resources. And this led to most of the countries worldwide, most of the world should accelerate the transition to use renewable energy resources instead of the conventional fossil fuels resources, to have a better world and to have a more greener and sustainable world. For example, if you talk about Egypt, which is one of hundreds of countries who are trying to diversify the resources from renewable energy, you'll find that we have a plan in Egypt, for example, that by 2022, 20% of the electricity production should come from renewables, which will lead to install many projects, like more than 6 gigawatts of projects from solar energy and wind energy, with a total investment which is estimated to be more than $20 billion. And these investments and these projects, of course, will require thousands and thousands of qualified workers and engineers in the field of renewable energy, either solar or wind energy. This will lead to the problem, which is, this is the problem for which the Green Energy Academy was founded since 2011, that we have a big need. There's a big need to qualified workers of engineers and different employees, but the qualified personnel in the specific countries are very little, which will lead to the problem. This problem actually came from the fact that there is a big gap between what we learn in our schools and other educational institutions, such as universities or engineering colleges, and what the market actually needs. And here I am talking about the job markets, right? So you may face a lot of situations that you need to start up your business, or maybe to join a company or secure a vacancy. This vacancy will require a lot of technical and other soft skills that you didn't learn in your university or school, right? So the other problem is that it happened with many of us, that we paid a lot of money to other renewable energy training providers and got very little quality that was not up to our expectations to gain the required skills in order to join the job market, or start up our business. And from this perception, the Green Energy Academy came. The Green Energy Academy is an Egypt-made international company that delivers world-class renewable energy services, specifically in the fields of trainings or capacity building, consultations or consulting services, and engineering. We deliver trainings which could be standard trainings or could be customized trainings. We also deliver consulting services to contractors, project owners, students for their bachelor graduation projects, startups, and so on. We also deliver engineering services like doing the design and engineering of projects, or the installation or supervision of installation on projects for the renewable energy, such as the wind energy projects and the solar energy projects. Okay, I will try to raise the voice as possible as I can, because someone is asking that my voice is not clear. Yeah. I hope that you can hear me better this way. Moving to the next slide. Yes. How could the Green Energy Academy be different from other renewable energy training providers? What is our edge? What is our value? So there are many values for the Green Energy Academy. Like, for example, one of them is that, thank you so much, Hamid. One of them is that we are internationally accredited by a German university called the SRH Berlin University of Applied Sciences. The SRH Berlin University of Applied Sciences is a private university, a German one. It is located in Berlin, and it is one of the top universities when it comes to the topic of international management in the field of sustainability, project management, Master of Business Administration with focus on renewable energy, international cooperation, and so on. They are offering short courses like the solar and winter schools, and also offering long-term courses such as bachelor programs and master programs in the field of management, business, and engineering. In this slide, you can see our official certificates of accreditation that we got from the SRH Berlin University. To the left here, if you can see, this is our certificate of accreditation presented to the Green Energy Academy for the solar energy courses, specifically the solar PV courses. And to the right here, this is our certificate of accreditation for the wind energy programs. Because in the past, we used to have only two renewable energy programs. First one is called the SDSV, System Design and Solar Business. And second one is about wind energy training. It is called Wind Energy Basics. After that, our accreditation from the SRH Berlin expanded to accredited other trainings, such as this training, which is design and simulation of on-grid system using PVSOL Premium, and also our upcoming training in October, which will be a switch of grid, design and simulation of a standalone system, and of course, wind energy training and other trainings are on the way to be internationally accredited by the SRH Berlin. What is the meaning of accreditation? What is the meaning that we are internationally accredited? It means that our curriculum, our content, our knowledge that we provide to you, our trainers and training methodologies, all are accredited, supervised, acknowledged, and approved by German quality professors and education standards, which can guarantee to you that you have the top benefits of learning the top class or world class renewable energy trainings, that you will have reliable experience and reliable knowledge from reliable sources that you can rely on after attending this training in order to improve your career and maybe your company. Going to the next slide, which is also considered to be one of our values, that we are locally acknowledged by the Egyptian New and Renewable Energy Authority. I know most of you are Egyptians. For non-Egyptians, the New and Renewable Energy Authority is the top and the official authority for the development of renewable energy projects and capacity building programs in Egypt. So few weeks ago, we signed a protocol, a cooperation agreement with the NREA, which means that all of our trainings curriculum will be locally acknowledged by NREA. So you will receive 2 certificates of completion for our training, 2 types of certificates. The first certificate is you got it from the SRH Berlin. This certificate of completion that you will get it will be accredited, signed, and stamped by the SRH Berlin, and you will receive it all the way from Berlin as a hard copy or as a soft copy. And secondly, the other certificate of completion, you will receive it by the NREA and the Green Energy Academy. And this is really important, specifically for Egyptians, because this certificate of completion that you get from NREA means that you received an experience or knowledge of training during a training which is approved by a local authority such as NREA. This will help you to secure jobs in the Egyptian solar energy market. Secondly, that your certificates of completion, you will be able to attest it. You'll be able to attest it by the Egyptian Ministry of Exterior, and hence you can therefore approve it or further attest it by embassies in Egypt. For example, if you need to apply for a master program in Germany, or if you need to apply for a job in France, for example, the embassy or the consulate of this specific country will ask you that you should attest your certificates of experience. In this case, you can attest easily the certificate of completion that you will get from NAREA, and further you can approve it by the specific embassy for the country that you are traveling, and this way you will be able to easily prove your experience to the purpose of studying abroad or working abroad. Moving to the next slide, also how are we different? We don't provide standard knowledge or standard curriculum that you will find in the books or that you will find in any other resources on the internet. We provide you a business and market focused curriculum, which means that we continuously survey the market for the requirements in order to improve your skills, and we adapt these, we integrate these requirements, either business, market, commercial, or financial. We integrate these requirements in our curriculum, and then we give you the best experience, the ready-made experience and knowledge that you can take on the shelf in order to improve your skills and have a matching with the requirements of the job market around you. And this is really important that we always monitor the market and see what are the updates in the business, what are the updates in the market, and then we integrate these knowledge to you so you can have the up-to-date knowledge for each training that we conduct. The second value or the third value is that we have a variety of renewable energy topics, not only solar energy, not only wind. We provide solar thermal trainings. We will provide soon trainings about electric vehicles. We will provide also trainings about waste management and biomass energy or biogas energy and so on. Our trainers are experts, and they are all accredited by the SRH Berlin University. For example, myself will be your trainer in the upcoming PVSOL training next Friday. I am myself proud to say that I am accredited by the SRH Berlin University, and also other trainers for the wind energy, for example, are also accredited. And our trainings are tailored, that we provide standard trainings like this one, and we also provide customized trainings. So if you are a company, a corporate, a contracting company, a consulting, a developing agency, and you need to have a specific training with tailored content, we can easily provide and develop this for you. We don't only provide training, as we mentioned, we also provide consulting services for startups, for big companies. For example, if you have your home or your factory or your school and you need to install a solar PV project, we can be your owner's engineer and we can do all of the consulting services for you, from feasibility study, techno-economic study, engineering, design, supervision on installation, monitoring and following up, and so on. So this is how the Green Energy Academy is different. We are locally acknowledged, internationally accredited. Our curriculum or our services are business and market focused. We provide variety of renewable energy trainings through expert trainers, either standard or customized training. And we also, let's say that the Green Energy Academy, we provided services in many countries, not only Egypt. To whom our services are provided? Whom are our targets? We target students from technical colleges, we target technicians, and we target also engineers or professionals who are already working in the market right now. And this is also not only individuals. We focus on project owners, facilities like factories, schools, banks, and so on, who need to do some kind of consultations or implementation for renewable energy projects. We also cooperate a lot with authorities for providing trainings and consultations, such as the New and Renewable Energy Authority in area. We also provide trainings to the development agencies, such as the European Union or the GIZ. And where are we now? We are registered officially in Egypt as a limited liability company, and you can view our website here. It is established since December 2017. If you go into our website here, let me share my screen with you. You can go also to our website to know more about us here in the home. And you can easily click on download GEA company profile. You will be able to download our company profile. This is our company profile. You can see you'll be able to know more about the Green Energy Academy, our trainings, our references, what do we do, our services, and so on. Then we go back to the slides. We delivered more than 17 trainings to more than 210 trainees. We also deliver consulting services all in 5 countries: Egypt, Germany, Saudi Arabia, Tanzania, and Iraq. One of our references, we're talking about quickly about our references. We provided TOT or training of trainers, which was a purely installation trainings to the GFA consulting group under the project which is called Pivot program, and it was for 6 days purely about the installation and the planning of grid connected systems. We are about to deliver such training soon, but maybe at the end of the year, as we will not be able to do these trainings due to the pandemic situations. We also delivered in Egypt trainings like the SDSB, System Design and Solar Business, and we delivered customized trainings like the PVSOL Premium for one company called Orbit's Business Group, which was also a company in the field of solar energy. Next slide. As you can see here in Iraq, last November, we provided a very good training to more than 24 trainees in collaboration with the GIZ under a project called PSD. PSD is Private Sector Development. It was a 10 days training, very nice one, very intensive theoretical design, engineering, and we also installed a small hybrid 2 kilowatt PV systems. In addition to Egypt, Iraq, and Germany, we delivered a community development training in Tanzania, in the city of Mbeya. We delivered this training to more than 25 young students. It was about the design and the installation and the maintenance of small off-grid systems, and it was a very, very nice one. A lot of potentials in Africa, and we are keen also to develop our business further in Africa. Moving to the next slide, you will find here some impressions and photos from trainings that were delivered in Saudi Arabia, such as wind energy trainings, solar energy trainings, and customized solar energy trainings to both of Khuraif Industries, which is the biggest company in the solutions of agriculture, like pivot solutions and so on, and also a power flow contracting. In Saudi Arabia, we delivered more than 7 trainings, and all of them were successful, and all of the trainees received accredited certificate of attendance from our academic partner, the SRH Berlin University. We also, in addition to the trainings, we delivered consulting services in order to help small companies or small startup companies in the field of solar energy to register their company, to business develop their company, to help them generate leads, and also to help them in their early stage project management and their early stage project references, such as doing engineering for some projects and installations for some projects. In this slide, it was the end of our introducing the Green Energy Academy. Again, if you need to have more information, please log into our website here, green-energy-academy.com. You will find more information about us, or you can simply send us an email or call us. We will be happy to answer all of your questions. Now, talking about the trainings. In the last period, we announced about 3 online trainings. One of them, which already passed, is the Wind Energy Basics. It was from the 7th of September to 11th of September for 5 days. The upcoming training will be the solar PV online training, the professional design and simulation of on-grid systems using the program or the software PVSOL Premium 2020. Yes, and this is going to be from 15th September, this is going to be on the 18th September to the 22nd of September, which means it is starting this Friday, and it is starting already. We have many registered and confirmed attendees. Some of them are also attending our info session here. The training will be for 5 days. It's going to be a total of 18 hours, 3.5 hours per day. Talking about the investment or the fees, the standard fees is 4,000 Egyptian pounds or $250. However, if you are a student, if you are an engineering student or a student with a background about grid-connected solar PV systems, you are eligible to receive a 15% discount. Either you are a student, a recent graduate of the year 2020, or a recent graduate of the year 2019. If you are one of these, either you are working or not working, you are eligible for a 15% discount, which means that you will pay only 3,400 Egyptian pounds or $212 instead of 4,000 Egyptian pounds and instead of $250. The other upcoming training, which will take place in October, is one which is very interesting. I was very excited to this one because it's our first time to do it. It is called Switch of Grid, Designing and Simulation of Standalone PV Systems. All of our previous trainings were about grid-connected PV systems, and we used to mention briefly some slides about the standalone PV systems. We found that standalone PV systems is extremely important, especially for rural areas and African countries. And this training will start on the 2nd of October and will end on the 6th of October. And we'll conduct also a free info session this September on the 29th. So it's starting 2nd and ending 6th of October, also 5 days, also 18 hours, 55 hours per day, the same fees for standard fees, and also the same students and recent graduates discounts for this training. You are going to learn about PV pumping system, solar home system, and also hybrid system, which means that you will have a system of solar PV and it is working in conjunction with other resources such as diesel generators. And specifically in this training, you are going to receive a lot of free tools, like Excel tools for the designing of standalone system. You are going to receive a PVSOL standalone software, and this is dedicated only to designing and simulation of a standalone system. And guess what? It is free, and it is a valid lifetime. So once you be able to install it on your PC, you will have it forever. It is not like a trial or a demo version. It is called the PVSOL Pro standalone system. It's a version called 5.5. We will talk about it more in our free info session. Please make sure to go to our website, click on services, training program, switch off grid, and click on apply in order to register and receive the Zoom invitation for the next free info session on the 29th of September for the off-grid training. Next, we have a package offer also that if you register it in both trainings, in both solar PV trainings, which is the PVSOL grid connected systems and the switch of grid, you will be eligible to a 25 overall discount. Yes, so you will be eligible to a 25% overall discount. I know that some of you already have registered actually and transferred the investments to us, and you will be able also to redeem the amount of discount here. You can have it as a credit for our upcoming trainings. You can also choose to send you to any location outside of Egypt. Send you the hard copy of the certificates free of charge. We can discuss. We will compensate you for this, even if you feel that you need to have your refund back for the amount of discount. We can do this for you. I forgot to mention that for the Egyptian people, for people living in Egypt, you will receive hard copies of the certificates of attendance for both from NARIA and the SRH Berlin. We talked about the student offer. Now this slide is about our package offer. You will pay 6,000 Egyptian pounds instead of 8,000 and $375 instead of 500 US dollars. If you need to know more about our trainings, you can also go to our website and click on services, training programs, and you will find this page. This page, you will find the upcoming and the running ongoing trainings. You can click on any training to know all of the information that you would like to know about learning outcomes, about the trainers, training outlines, eligibility criteria, fees, and so on. Everything will be available on our website. Now, this is the third offer that we are doing. And we are offering now 3 offers. The first one was for students. The second one was for the package offer, for the PVSOL plus the switch of grid. And now the third offer is the group offer. If you are a group of people, either you are students or you are an employee, you are eligible for the discount. If you will bring 1 person with you, you will have 10% discount. 2 persons, you are eligible for 15% discount. 3 persons, then you are eligible for 20% discount. And if you can bring more than 4 people, you are eligible to 25% discount. And this group offer is valid only till Thursday, which is after tomorrow, 11 p.m. Cairo time. After Thursday, 11 p.m. Cairo time, it will be hard for us to process or receive any payments. So recapping again, there is 3 offers. The 15% discount for the students and recent graduate if you select and if you register in an individual training. Secondly, the group offer or the package offer if you select to register 25%. If you choose to register in 2 solar PV trainings, PVSOL and switch off grid. And the third group offer is you can have received up to 25% discount if you have for your friends, colleagues, or relatives who are interested to attend the training for you. And this offer is specifically done or specifically made for companies or corporates who have a group of people or a team of engineers, for example, who would like to improve their skills in the solar energy design and simulation. Moving to the next slide. now we focus on the PVSOL training, what you will learn in PVSOL training. And after we finish these 2 slides, we will open the software together and review, browse it, and have like a general outlook on the PVSOL training. And then you will be free to ask any question that you want to ask. The training outlines what will you learn. First thing that you will be able to define on-grid PV systems, operating and system components. Before we go into the software, we will present to you what is the meaning of grid-connected systems and what are the components of grid-connected systems and what are the theory of operations for the grid-connected systems. You will also learn to make 2 dimensions design of on-grid system through what's so-called graphic roof coverage. And we'll also do the 3D design, including shading analysis and 3D visualizations using the PVSOL Premium through importing map sections from map software like the Google Earth. 4, you will be able to construct different mounting assemblies. In the software itself, you will be able to construct and make your assembly for the assembly structure or mounting structure for the PV modules. You will be able to plan and mount PV layouts on different roofs. Either it is a flat roof, inclined roof, or even ground mounted. You will be able to you will learn how to lay out your modules over the available space. Then you will learn how to configure or select inverters for your PV arrays. Number 7, you will select the inverter. You will choose how to assign different number of strings and different number of modules to different MP channels and do the programming or the simulation parameters of the inverters. Number 8, you will be able to define consumption and load profile. Like you enter the consumption, the electricity consumption of your client or of your project in order to calculate how much savings you will have from solar energy. Also, one of the very good features about, one of the unique features about PVSOL Premium software is that you will be able to draw single line diagrams and also draw layouts. And in the single line diagrams, you will be able to add protective devices and other devices which is related to your system, such as fuses and circuit breakers. You will also be able to calculate the cable length for the DC port and AC port and how much voltage drop on each cable. You will understand, we will also explain different on-grid schemes, such as what is the meaning of net metering and what is the meaning of feed-in tariffs and how we understand them physically, the meaning, and also how do we differentiate between these 2 systems in the PVSOL Premium software itself. Number 12, and this is extremely important, you will not only learn technical parameters or technical knowledge, but you'll also be able to do the basic financial simulation, or sometimes we call it economic evaluation for your grid-connected PV systems, which means how much money will it cost you, and what will be the payback for your project, how much will be the payback, how long will be the payback, and how much will be the ROI for your project. And this is the economic evaluation is extremely important when you try to convince or present a project to a project owner, to an investor, someone who will pay money in order to install solar PV modules on his roof. So this financial evaluation for the PVSOL Premium is very unique, very good, very helpful and reliable tool that you can add it also with the technical design and simulation. Number 13, you will be able to read the data of the PVSOL reports and also interpret the report, be able to read it. Actually, if you learn it, how to read the data in the PVSOL design and simulation report, you will be able to understand and read any report from any other design and simulation software. because you understand the parameters, you understand each expression, each definition, each parameter, each consideration. You really understand it, and then you will be able to reflect it in your design or in your installations, or maybe use it to understand and interpret other reports from other design and simulation software. And finally, in the training, we will be providing real life projects, design and installation tips. So from my experience, I have been in the industry for 10 years. I install and design many projects. We will be showing you real photos from real projects in order to understand what is the physical meaning, for example, of soiling losses. What is soiling losses? What is losses? What is high temperature? What is mounting structure? So you will understand these by seeing real photos and videos that I have been shooting all over my previous experience, in order to connect the design to your real life projects and have the top and the latest best practices, tips and advices to have an optimum design and to have a professional installation. So these were the training outlines. Moving to the next slide, we will talk about the training features. Training features is what will you get? First of all, for people who are based in Egypt, you will get a free visit to an on-grid project, a real project at the NREA headquarters here in Nasser City, Cairo. We will do a tour in NREA. We will do a tour for a real project, grid-connected project, which is running and delivering energy to the NREA buildings and the grid. We'll be able to see system components, and we will also be glad to have you face-to-face in order to answer your questions and give you some very good tips about the installation of the PV systems. Also, you will receive your accredited certificate of completion by NREA. You will receive your accredited certificate of completion by the SRH Berlin University of Applied Sciences, all the way from Berlin. You will be eligible to receive a 2.5 discount voucher on PVSOL license. So either you are an individual or a company and you would like to purchase an authentic license, a full license of the PVSOL Premium, we will be able to give you a discount voucher of 2.5% discount. I understand that 2.5% discount is very less, but it could be something, especially for companies who need to buy more than one license. The training is live as we do it now, and it is interactive. So you will be able to interact with me, ask questions, and you will also do the exercises following me. You will do the exercises by yourself, and full exercises by yourself, in order to be professional and to practice the software. This is what we call learn by doing. You will learn the financial simulation. You will also have design to installation tips, as we mentioned, how you transform your very nice design into perfect and very professional quality installations. Also, you will receive 2 weeks of free consultations for questions and feedback. So after the training ends, you have 2 weeks. If you have questions about the project that you are doing, for example, for your house, or maybe your company or your factory. If you are a student and you are doing a graduation project about solar PV, if you are a startup or if you are a freelancer and you need to start your own business in solar PV, you will be able to call me, email me, text me, or maybe if you would like, we can meet face-to-face to support you the best. In addition to this, you will have a free 4 weeks availability of the session recordings on Zoom. So after the end of the training, you will have 4 or 5 links. Each link represent or have the recording of our 5 sessions, and it will be valid for 4 weeks. This is very important if you need to refresh and remember what we discussed in the training. Then the free shipping of the certificates to your home or to the NAREA. You can have it from NAREA, or you can have it from our headquarters. We are based in downtown, so we are close to everyone. And there is a chance to attend short internships in solar energy companies in Egypt. If you are not working, if you are a student, or if you are someone unemployed and looking for an opportunity, you can have your CV, and we can discuss with some of the solar energy companies here. And if they have an opportunity to have an internship, they will call you, and most probably you will have a short internship with the company in order to attend real designs and real life projects. And finally, the training will be conducted in English. But again, if you have any questions, if you need any questions about the English expressions, we'll be so happy to translate everything to you during the training. So the training can be conducted as a mix of English and Arabic. So don't feel afraid, or don't feel worried or concerned about the training is conducted in English. We can simplify our English, as you can see, in the most convenient way, so everyone can understand it. So these are the training features. Actually, the training feature is more than this. Once you finalize the training, you will master. You will be able to, in few weeks of practicing, you will be able to master the design and simulation of the PVSOL Premium software. With the certificates from NAREA and the certificates from the SRH Berlin, we guarantee that you will be very attractive in the eyes of employers and in the eyes of solar energy companies. You will be a very potential candidate. And believe me, in many cases, after our trainings, many of our students could be able to go into interviews, get interviewed, answer all of the questions, and get accepted and secure a job in a solar energy company. We are very professional in doing this, and we can support you till the last mile until you achieve your target, either joining a solar energy company or starting up your business. Next one is why. Why should you attend this training? Maybe you asked yourself this question: why should I attend it? Let me try to answer it on your behalf. First of all, if you are a student, you'll, especially senior students like the third or the fourth year of engineering or practical colleges, you need to get ready for the market, because the market is harsh. It is it has no mercy. Actually, the competition is getting more aggressive, either in Egypt or anywhere else. So companies tend to recruit individuals with enough level of technical and soft skills. So from now, you have a very good opportunity. You have the time to improve your technical skills and financial skills and get ready to the job market. Secondly, if you are a technician, I know that most of the technicians are about installation, but we had many technicians in our previous trainings who need also to learn how to design, or at least understand the link between the designing a system and installing a system. So if you are technicians, you can improve your awareness and your designing and technical skills in order to have perfect installations and to avoid mistakes in the installations. You will have the lead as a technician to avoid these mistakes, because you understand that if you do this mistake in your installation, it will affect your design and project performance. Third one, if you are an engineer, if you are a professional, if you are someone who is graduated and are working, especially those who are working in solar energy companies, believe me, you need to improve and master your skill in designing and simulation software. I'm sure that you are receiving a lot of projects daily, and in these projects, you need to have professional representation of your offers and your design to your clients in order to sign a contract, right? In order to receive purchasing orders. Either you are selling components or selling projects. In the last period of time, and ask me, I am in the field, I'm in the heart of the field in Egypt, there have been a lot of fighting, a lot of conflicts between system integrators, الشركات المنفذة لمشاريع الطاقة الشمسية, and project owners or أصحاب المشاريع. And the problem or the conflict or الخناقة was about that the company promised the project owner with performance that the project, when it was installed, the project couldn't deliver this performance that they agreed on. So you need to make sure that your designs and your projects will perform perfectly. You need to make sure that you are optimizing your project in order to have the best performance in the future, so you have a satisfying client. Believe me, right now, many even like company owners, they don't understand this. But you, as an individual working in the company, you need to understand this, so you are improving your valuable as an effective employee. Fourth, if you are a consultant, either you are a freelance consultant or you are working in a free consultant company, in order to avoid the mistakes that some solar energy companies may do in your projects, you need to understand what they are doing. And understanding what they are doing means that you need to understand design and simulation of the PV systems, and you need to take care of every single detail, the losses, the performance ratio, the annual yields, the savings from the solar, everything you need to understand, because in the eyes of the owner, the consultant will be responsible for delivering a project with the highest quality. Number 5, if you are a startup, if you are an individual freelancer, you need also to learn how to do design and simulation and techno-economic assessment of your PV systems in order to improve your skills. And maybe you can use this skill in order to gain money and gain revenue and start to open your startup company. Believe me, many startup companies in Egypt, in solar energy companies, the big companies now, like Karim Solar, like Solarize, like Ersik, like Cairo Solar, like the solar company, all of these big names, 2 years ago, only 2 years ago, they used to be small and startup companies. But because they hired the right team, they had the team with the right technical skills, you would be able to do many projects and now be big names among the solar energy companies in Egypt. So if you are a freelancer or a startup, you need to learn how to do professional design and simulation of your grid-connected PV systems. Moving to the next slide. Who will be your trainer? It's going to be me, and it's going to be the pleasure to be your trainer. Actually, I'm accredited solar PV trainer by the University SRH Berlin of Applied Sciences, and I'm a professional designer of the PVSOL Premium. I'm also a co-founder at what's so-called the German Solar Academy Network, GSAN, which is also based in Berlin. I am an electrical engineer by profession. So I understand everything related to electricity, and we'll be able to help the students, especially the students of the renewable energy department from Ain Shams University. I can help you with anything related to electricity. I attended many trainings before, since 2014 till 2018, related to PV systems, either on-grid or off-grid, and I have more than 8 years of experience in engineering, project management, installations, business development, and training in the field of renewable energy, and delivered many trainings in many countries. So it will be my pleasure to have you in the training. And moreover, some people like to ask me why PVSOL? Why PVSOL? Why should I attend a training about PVSOL? Why it is not PVSys, for example, or Helioscope, or other design and simulation system? Believe me, PVSOL is the top in the industry. Yeah, it follows the German standards in the simulation. It has a unique 3D visualization and shading analysis. It can generate layouts and single line diagrams, while other competing softwares, they cannot do this. In the software, you can use up to 7,500 solar panels or to 10,000 roof parallel modules. It is suitable for all types of markets. Either your project is commercial, industrial, infrastructure. It can do projects from small scale projects like residential, a villa, up to large scale and big projects. It has a huge product database. So in the PVSOL, there is a database for the PV panels, inverters, batteries, and so on, and a huge database having like more than 40,000 products in these database. In addition to all of these, the PVSOL Premium, when it comes to technical support, it is full. It's full. It gives you full technical support. It is fast and it is reliable. For example, if you don't understand anything, there is a help page which will explain everything you don't understand. If you have more complex questions about specific projects in your PVSOL, you can easily go to what's so-called the PVSOL forum. Let me share my screen with you. You can easily visit what's so-called the PVSOL forum here. If you can see this forum, in this forum, you can add any question or any topic that you don't understand. In less than 24 hours, you will receive an answer, either from the PVSOL Premium developers or from the other members participating in this PVSOL forum. Okay. Sharing my screen back to the slides. So now we will open the software. We will go quickly through the software. As you can see here, these are some ports for the software. You can have, it can do rooftop system of many types. It can also do roof parallel systems, and either it is for residential facilities or industrial facilities. And it can generate single line diagrams. It can generate graphs and diagrams for the energy productivity, and you can generate professional and quality end, or what we call it, complete PV, complete design and simulation PV systems. Now I'm sharing my screen again. I'm opening the PVSOL Premium 2020. The PVSOL Premium is developed by a company. Called, let me here share the screen. Okay, it is developed by a company called PVSOL Premium, Valentine Software. The company is called Valentine Software. It is based in Berlin, Germany, and they don't only develop design and simulation software for the PVSOL, but they also have other products like the TSOL. The TSOL is similar to the PVSOL, except that it designs and simulates systems for the solar thermal systems, such as solar water heaters, either standalone system or central heating system. So I'm opening now the PVSOL Premium. Okay. This is the interface of the PVSOL Premium 2020. There are two products of the PVSOL, only PVSOL and PVSOL Premium. PVSOL is only for the design and simulation of 2D systems. It doesn't have 3D. PVSOL Premium, it has both 2D and 3D systems. The PVSOL Premium 2020, here I have the version of R8, which means revision 8, and this is the same edition that we're going to work on it together in the training. Once you open here the software, you can find multiple pages here. The first page is the welcome screen, where you can start a new project or open new projects. And the good thing about the PVSOL Premium, it comes with a lot of example projects. So you can browse these example projects and learn about the different types of PV systems. And the next screen is project data, where you can put your project details, client details, project name, start of operation date, address of installation, project description. That these data will be presented in the final report at the end of the simulation. The next one is, as you can see, system type, climate, and grid. So here, system type, climate, and grid, you can here select the type of system that you need to work on. One of the features about PVSOL Premium that it can design and simulate many systems, many different system types. Grid connected PV system, or grid connected PV system with electrical appliances, or grid connected PV system with electric appliances but with battery storage. Also, the grid connected PV system and electric vehicles. So if you have a project that there is a grid connected system, PV system, a small one, like a carport or a mazalla or something similar to this, and you need also to install a charging unit for electric car, PVSOL can do the design and simulation for this for you. And by the way, PVSOL is almost the only design and simulation software worldwide that it has electric vehicles design and simulation. You can also do standalone PV systems. Standalone means off grid; they are not connected to the grid. But we are going to use this in our next training, which will be switch off grid, taking place from 2nd to the 6th of October. And you can also do standalone system with backup generator, or what we call hybrid system. Hybrid systems taking source of power from solar and other source of power like diesel generators, like wind energy, like hydropower, and so on. It's what we call standalone system. So the PVSOL can do PV system off grid with backup generator or diesel generators. And then here you can select either your system will be 2D, or you can tick on this one to have a 3D system. And you can here select the country, the location. All of the countries around the world are available here. And if there is a specific location that you don't know it, you can actually create a climate data or a location data easily from PVSOL and save it. Here you can also enter the technical details about the AC mains, like the voltage, number of phases, power. You move to the next slide, next page, which is called consumption. Here you can define your consumption. You can either define your consumption individually, like each consumer or each load, how much watt is each load, how many hours each load is working, or you can, which will be mostly we're doing in our training, you can select monthly, annual consumption for net metering. So once you click on this one, you will be able to have your consumption for your clients and each month, and you will be able to put it here. You are doing this because you need to compare your solar energy production and know how much money you will save from solar energy. Okay, then we can go to the 3D. If I click on edit 3D, it will not show anything. So let's go back to the welcome screen. Let's, for example, click on any of these projects. So you can have a real project. Now it is open. It's opening an old project, which I need to show to you. This was a project, it was for a company or a factory called Electrotechnique here in Egypt. And this project was a grid-connected PV system, and we have done the 3D visualization. After you do your 3D design, you will find a photo like this. If you click on this one, you'll be able to open the window for the 3D tool. So this is a project that was done by me for this project. Here you will be able to extrude buildings. For example, if you will see the South view, you will be able to have images from Google Maps or Google Earth Pro, and you will be able to put this image here, and you will be able to select the perimeter of the building. You will be able to extrude the building, and from extruding the building, you will be able to add solar PV modules. Adding the solar PV modules actually can done by many ways. Either you can select fill area, either you can drag rows of solar like this, or you can fill the whole available area of the system. Of course, in the 3D, you can define objects such as rooms, obstacles, doors, and other obstacles on the roof. You are doing this because you need to do the shading analysis of your PV modules. Coming to shading analysis, you'll be able to see here the sun and selecting which day in the year you need to see your modules, and going like this, you will be able to see at which times shadings, either from the modules, we call it self-shading, or from other surrounding and nearby obstacles, how much shading, what is the severity of shading, and how long is the shading is happening to each module. And after that, we'll be able to assign your modules, which means that you will be able to assign inverters. As you can see, for example, for this example, it's ABB inverter to your modules. Then, of course, this is not the end of the 3D visualization. We can spend days and days in order to master the 3D visualization, but I'm just giving you an example. And one of the new features of PVSOL that it can also do the cable planning. So you can also not only generate layout, but like this one, for example, this is the layout that you can generate, and you can export this layout to AutoCAD. So there is no need to do your system on a SketchUp. Then you go and do it on AutoCAD. Then you go and do it on a financial simulation tool in Excel. No, everything you can do using one software, which is the PVSOL Premium. Okay, you can go out by adapting the name of the program is PVSOL Premium 2020. This is the name of the program. Okay, you can adopt the data and you can do the shading analysis. After that, you can go to the next page, which is about the cable. Now, as you can see, this is a good example that the PVSOL Premium, it do the shading simulation for each day of the year, starting from day 1 to day 365. So it is simulating. It is like making the sun goes around every day all over the year in order to know how much energy each solar module or each solar panel will produce. So at the end of the report, it will show you how much energy your PV system will produce, how much energy your PV system will lose. And based on this, it will give you the performance ratio and specific energy yield. And you will be able to know how much you will lose due to shading, if your system is undersized, or if your system is oversized and you need to go down. It is taking time here because actually there is shading in this particular example approach that I am doing. And that's why it's taking time, because there is a lot of shading. But if there is no shading, then it will take less time. Believe me, shading on the modules is a huge problem. It causes conflicts and fightings between solar energy companies and the project owners. And unfortunately, many companies and many technical teams in Egypt and in many worlds in the MENA region, they do the design not 3D without doing shading analysis. Then the project owner can hire a consultant, and the consultant will say that there is a lot of losses due to shading. Please take care of this shading analysis, and PVSOL Premium is very unique in this shading analysis. Going to the next page, which is cables. Here in the cables, you can see this single line diagram showing the panels and inverters. You can specify how long your cables will be, and you can put in details the length of each cable, and automatically the PVSOL will calculate for you what is the size of the cable which is suitable to the this length of the cable. For example, if the AC cable is 100 meter long and you click here on calculation, it will tell you that you need to use a cable of 70 millimeters square in size. You can change which one, either it's copper or aluminum. Many other features under the page of cables, and this single line diagram will be shown in your final report, and it also can be exported into PDF or AutoCAD, and also here the layout can be exported into PDF or AutoCAD. It will save a lot of time to you because you will no need to go to the AutoCAD and work on CAD software in order to generate layouts for the panels. The next page is about financial analysis. Here in the financial analysis, you can put the you can add the cost for your system, the cost for the laboring, the cost for the components, the cost for the periodical maintenance, and you can also add if there will be interest, loans, and by the end you will receive a financial analysis which showing you your cash flow. When are you going to have your money? What is the percentage of profit, or we call it the return on investment, ROI? And even you can here in the applied feed-in tariffs, you can here actually create schemes. For example, in Egypt, we have something called net metering, which means that if you install a solar PV array on your roof, you can reduce your consumption from the grid. And at the same time, if you have extra power, you can inject this extra power to the grid. At the end of the year, if there is a lot of power injected to the grid, you can actually redeem these kilowatt hours. You can actually redeem these kilowatt hours in the form of money. How much money? This could be here, entered here, and the financial simulation will do the whole economic evaluation for you. Then if you click on results, you can find here, it will do the simulation for you. You will be able to see the performance ratio, how much yield per year, what is the capacity of the solar PV, and also financial simulation, how much energy will be produced each month all over the year, and many data that you can select. Even the data sheets of the components will be here in the final report. These are the brief results about the financial analysis. These are the brief results about the performance ratio, specific energy yields, and so on. And these are the brief diagram about the production of solar PV systems from your solar PV. Okay, I will take all of your questions in few minutes. To the left here, you can select which results that you need to see: simulation, how much energy you will get per year, and also how much energy that you will inject to the grid. You can see the production forecast and many other results, and also the financial analysis like how much is your payback. Sometimes they call it amortization period, and how much is your return on assets, how much is your profit, and so on. At the end, you click on the presentation. You will find the complete design and simulation report. You can have it either as a PDF or Word file. Yes, you will find everything here. All of the data, you'll find it here, and you can present it to your clients. Simulation results, data sheets, production forecasts, inverter data, PV system energy balance, which is extremely important. This page is very important because it tells you how much energy you will lose due to partial shading, how much energy you will lose due to high temperature, and what will be the final energy that you will have from your inverter. It's very, very, very important. You will also have the single line diagrams ready for you, including all of the devices that you added. You will also have the layouts ready for you, and you can add here, you can take screenshots by the camera in the 3D visualization for your 3D system from any position or any angle that you may need. Okay, so this was like a brief about the report. By the way, a very important feature about the PVSOL, that it can generate reports in 20 different languages, including Arabic. So if you are, for example, submitting this to an authority which is Arabic authority, and they need to receive the documents only in Arabic, like in Saudi Arabia, for example, you can do this easily by just clicking that you need the program to generate the documents in Arabic. Okay? Now, I actually arrived to the end of the info session. I'm sorry that I took more than one time. We agreed in 1 hour. I took 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please let me hear your questions. I will unmute you all. I will unmute all of your mics. You can open, just open your mic, and you will be able to ask me. And I'm all questions. I'm all here. I can hear you. Yes. Some of you has opened their mics already, which means that they need to say something, or you can simply click on raise hand beside your name, and I will you can speak with me. Okay, someone is asking in the chat. Someone is asking in chat, what is the difference in content? This training. What is the difference in content for this training and the other off-grid training? Okay, it's a good question. The difference is it's completely different training. This training is about the design of PV systems which are grid connected. They are connected to the grid. And in Egypt and most of the countries, like this is the most common PV system. Okay, so we will teach you how to do the design and simulation using a tool called PVSOL Premium. Okay, and the other training is not about grid connected system. Grid connected system means that these are the PV systems which they must work in conjunction with the grid in order to save the electricity consumption from solar PV. The off-grid system or the switch off-grid is a completely different training. It's about only the standalone or the off-grid system. You are not connected to the grid. You are free. And these systems, they are commonly used in African countries, in sub-Saharan countries and African countries, because they don't have reliable grid. Actually, sometimes they don't have grid at all, and they need to use batteries and solar panels and solar chargers and inverter chargers in order to have electricity from the solar panels. PV pumping system, which is one of the most common systems in Egypt actually, is considered to be an off-grid because it's not connected to the grid. So this is the difference. In the PVSOL training, it's all about design and simulation of grid connected system. In the off-grid system or in the switch off-grid training, it's all about design and simulation of a standalone system. Either it is solar home system, PV pumping system, or hybrid system. Okay. اوكي اميره is saying هل هنحصل على البرنامج كنسخه كامله اثناء التدريب؟ اميره البرنامج موجود available as a trial لمده 30 يوم. في الحقيقه انا هحاول قدر الامكان، يمكن بعض الناس اللي اشتركوا شافوا دوت في الجوجل درايف فولدر اللي هو شيرد معاهم، في جوجل درايف فولدر اللي هو شيرد مع confirmed participants بيبقى فيه داتا صراحه valuable جدا وكثيره جدا. في هحاول اجيب لكم PVSOL لايسنس او PVSOL سوفت وير يكون كراكد، بس هو هيكون قديم شويه سنه 2016، بس هو موجود وشغال كويس بدون اي مشاكل. والحقيقه بعض الشركات الى الان بتستخدمه في انها تعمل الديزاين والسيميوليشن ريبورتس بتاعتها وبتقدمها للعملاء. فانا هحاول اجيبه لكم، هقدر اجيبه لكم ان شاء الله. otherwise الفيرجن الحديثه or the new versions like PVSOL Premium 2019 2020 you can download it as a trial لمده 30 يوم، وتقدري تستفيدي بالفيدباك، بال2 ويكس فيدباك. ان انت لو عندك سيستم معين وعايزه انك انت تشتغلي عليه ممكن تبعته لي وانا احوله فول ريبورت لحضرتك وابعته لك بدون اي مشاكل. Yes, I'm saying that. Ria, I'm saying that to Amira. She was asking if you will be able to have the full program of the PVSOL or just a trial version. During the training, you will do the training on trial versions. But I will do my best to offer you also cracked versions, old versions of the PVSOL, so you can just practice on it and not to forget what you learned during the training. You are welcome, Amira. Any other questions? You are free to open your mic and speak with me, no problem. Yes. Someone was writing. Okay. Okay. I will share my screen again to remind you with the offers, with the payment and the offer that we have now. This offer is for the group offer. You will receive up to 10, 15, 20, or 25% discount if you and your colleagues who can be, or your friends can register with you. And the package offer, which I really love and I really recommend, especially if you want to open your own solar energy company and deliver renewable energy, solar energy services in different categories, like a register for both trainings, the PVSOL and the switch off grid, and receive up to 25% overall discount. And finally, this one, which is eligible for the 15% discount to students. Samuel is asking, may you share with us how much does it cost to acquire annual PVSOL license in USD? Nice, this is a nice question. Thank you so much, Samuel. I'm sharing my screen again with you to let you see the, this is the PVSOL homepage, okay? The PVSOL Premium, which is the full one for the, including the 2D and 3D visualization and 2D and 3D design, costs 1,295 euros. You can deduct from this your 2.5 voucher discount that I will provide to you. If you want to, you don't need the 3D, you may only need the 2D because you need to work on, for example, like off-grid system. You can go to other products, which is PVSOL. Here, this one is 2D only, but it has the full features of the PVSOL Premium, except that it doesn't have 3D. If you will go down here, you can see the product highlights, and the cost is 895 euros, which means it is less 300 euros than the PVSOL Premium. 895 euros, and you are also still eligible for a 2.5% voucher discount. I will send it to you. And if you don't want to buy it, if it is so expensive for you, no problem. Because in our training, we'll get introduced to many free online design software. Online, you have many free design tools available on the website, like SMA design tool, like the European Commission design tool, and so on. So you will get introduced to this one, but these ones are not very accurate, and you cannot present it to big clients like the PVSOL or the PVSYST or the Helioscope and other design and simulation softwares in the market. I hope that I answered your question, Samuel. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. I got 1 minute till I say goodbye. Please remember that if someone has a question.
No, I want to thank you for this amazing session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you, and we hope to see you in the training.
Inshallah.
Yes, thank you so much. So again, reminding you that our training started this Friday. We already have confirmed participants from different countries, which is really nice. And we'll start on Friday and we'll finish on Tuesday. And please remember that the offered discounts or the offers are valid only till Thursday, 11 p.m. Cairo time. I will really be so glad to see you there. Anyone have other questions? Any questions? Okay, checking the chat. Thank you so much, Amira. Thank you so much for your feedback. I hope to see you in the training. Also, thank you so much, Hamid. I hope to see you also in the training. Please feel free to ask me. You can call us on our numbers. You can email us from the email that sent it to you today. And I can answer all of your questions. You are welcome, Samuel. Very nice. Today we had like 20 participants. This is really nice. Thank you so much for your time and for your attendance. This is really nice. You can also keep following us on our pages on Facebook, Green Energy Academy. I'm writing it in the chat /Egypt. This is the name of our page on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Please, you can follow our pages. We'll be happy to share with you daily and weekly updates about our trainings and success stories. Okay, no more questions. Please, finally, remember that we will upload this session. It is being recorded now. We will upload it on the cloud of Zoom, and we will send it to you, everyone. So maybe any of your friends who are hesitated to register in the training can see this one. It will be very useful. Till then, see you in the training on Friday. Thank you so much for your attendance. We apologize for the few minutes delay at the beginning. It was my honor and pleasure to see everyone today. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.